Are you struggling with mommy guilt? Is it something we all moms struggle with? And I had an experience with my child recently where I realized I struggle with mommy guilt if I discipline him, and I struggle with mommy guilt when I don't discipline. When I discipline, I feel like, oh my goodness, maybe I disciplined him too much. When I don't discipline him, I feel like, oh my goodness, I disciplined him too little. And I find it's a balancing act, and no matter how much healing work you are doing, mommy guilt is not going to go away. But what healing does accomplish is that it reduces the time you spend in mommy guilt, and it allows you to have a breakthrough in the situation that was a breakdown. Now, how can you have that breakthrough in these situations? Remember, number one thing you need to do is to acknowledge that yes, you are struggling with mom guilt, and acknowledge the fact that this is a common experience among all moms. Know that you're not alone. It is something all moms experience, and there is nothing wrong with you, and you're not a bad mom because you feel mom guilt. In fact, the truth is, if you're experiencing mom guilt, you're a mom who cares, and you're a great mom. Number two way of transforming this mommy guilt is to experience that guilt fully. What do I mean by that? Feel it fully. What you want to do is actually close your eyes and sit with that guilt, right? Or if you find that hard to do, you can even pull out a journal and start journaling. And journal away and see what's coming up for you. What are those negative thoughts? We all have these negative thoughts, right? It spirals us all the way down. What are the negative thoughts being fed that causes this guilt to get stronger and stronger? Maybe your thoughts are, I'm a failure as a mom. Maybe your thoughts are, oh, I just caused damage or childhood wound in my son or my daughter. Maybe the thought is, I don't know, to actually type into the comments, what are some of the thoughts you experience when you struggle with mom guilt? Now, what you need to do when you are journaling is to just observe these thoughts as the observer. You don't want to get caught up in these thoughts. Know that these thoughts aren't necessarily true, and you get to question it. Are these thoughts 100% true? Are you really a failure as a mom? Are you really damaging your child? Now, number three, that leads me to number three. Remember, the childhood wounds, because I work with adults with childhood wounds, and oftentimes the adults are stuck in the area of their relationship, their career, the business, because of childhood wounds or the teenage wounds or the younger adult wounds that have not been healed, and it's in the subconscious, so the person does not even have awareness of it. And what I've realized is that it's not in the breakdown, but it is in the lack of breakthrough that happened in the breakdown that the trauma or the wounds were created. So remember, this is good news. If you had a breakdown with your child, use it as an opportunity to have your biggest breakthrough. Bigger the breakdown, bigger the breakthrough you can have with that opportunity. So how can you transform this breakdown into a breakthrough? Some of the things you can start to do is actually go to your child. You don't have to sit in the guilt and close off. You get to go and share with your child. You are feeling guilty. You get to share with your child. You don't actually like yelling or giving them consequences. You get to share with them the behavior that you did that you don't feel so great about. It doesn't mean what they did was wrong. You get to correct them. You get to share with them, hey, you know what? That was not nice at all. And this is how it made me feel. And I'm sure when I yelled at you, this is how you were felt. And oftentimes it's them feeling unloved and you feeling unloved. And you coming from a place of fear and them coming from a place of fear. And you just share what's actually in your mind to your kids and go, how can we, because I know you're an amazing, amazing person. And how can we prevent this from happening again? And chances are it will happen again, okay? Let's not have these high standards for yourself or for your children. They're going to have their breakdowns, but every time they have a breakdown, it's an opportunity for breakthrough. So remember that. Hope these 3 steps or 3 ways helped you, and I will see you again. Bye for now.